Greetings, programs. Welcome back to ArcNeo Reviews. So, just for the absolute heck of it, since we were looking at some dice trays and stuff last time, we're going to go ahead and look at one more. Today, we're actually going to look at the only one of these things that I have that is not made by Forged. This actually comes from Luck Lab, as you can see here. This is their collapsible dice tower and tray set. So they've got a few different designs. Links will be in the description. These are not affiliate links. I find nerdy stuff. I like it. I put it in front of a camera, and then I put links in the description so other nerds can get it. That's how this works around here. Welcome to the channel. But yeah, this is a set that they've got. I've seen people curious about it, and I've seen a few not great reviews, so I figured I'd hop on with my 2 cents. The not great reviews I saw they were a little bit old, so I believe we are dealing with a company that actually listened, stepped things up a little bit, because this thing has been great. So, start off, we'll go ahead and look at just the dice tray. It is a dice tray. It's got the usual, not velvet here on the inside, so it has a nice smooth roll. It's got the, not leather on the back. Their logo embossed, stamped, however you do that in leather or leather-like things, they've done it there. Stitched around the edges. Then just 4 snaps in the corners to stand it up. It does have shorter walls than all of the forged stuff that I have. But we're not talking by like a huge margin. We're talking like, that much shorter. Not a big deal. Some people online were saying that these snaps, broke almost immediately. I've had this thing for a while. I've been messing with it. Snaps all seem pretty good so far. Snaps are... it's not exactly an easy thing. You'll probably have to go get a tutorial on YouTube, but if the snaps are the problem and it's like it didn't rip out, the materials itself, you can very easily replace the snaps with better ones if you need to. There's always just going to be, the snaps will wear out given time anyway, so that's, if this thing lasts any amount of time, if this isn't an issue, it will be an issue. That's how snaps work. They get weak over time. But overall, nice little tray. Does its job quite well. And then the other part of this, we have the tower. Now, first thing about the tower to mention is this piece on the back. This is magnetically attached on the back here. I don't really know what this is back here for. I could not find any kind of documentation, on their listing and the reviews, on the packaging, what little packaging there was. Nothing really said what this is for. I have a theory as to what it is, or maybe even 2. The most obvious thing to me, though, is hey, because these things both already collapse flat, you can just lay your character sheet on the back of this and, snap it on like that so it holds your character sheet together or something. Maybe, I don't know. You can also kind of use it to, clip this onto here. These are strong enough magnets that, it will hold on here. It'll hold on much better once this is, actually put together. But, so I'm not 100% sure what this is for, but there's a few things it can do. I'm just going to take it off for now. Tray itself, or tower, I guess, technically pretty easy to get set up. You've got these 2 sections here. You'll just kind of stand them up a little bit. You can already see, where the magnets are here and in there. Things do a pretty good job of just getting themselves lined up as you, start closing it. And just stand these up a little bit. Things just kind of pop into place. It's nice and convenient. Close this one first. Close that one over it. Hey, look, there you go. You've got a dice tower. This little part, you just kind of push it forward. It'll rest wherever it needs to. Dice will knock it around. However, I will say, because it is a little more loose, I have less times of the dice getting stuck in this one than I do the like the screwed together, always constructed forged one in that box. So take that for what you will. There's kind of this little separation back here. You can use that to go ahead and slide this over the back wall there. And then there you go, Bob's your uncle. You've got a dice tower. If you actually, hit the tower, rolls pretty well. The tower doesn't sit perfectly straight up. Especially on, my really squishy platform here, it is leaning back a little bit. Stick that on there. That doesn't really affect anything, other than looks. If it bugs you that much, hey, just put it in there directly. Now it stands as straight as whatever table you're using it on. So, overall, I've seen the reviews. I've seen what people talk about. I guess maybe older versions of this, these magnets weren't quite as strong. I have thrown... In fact, I'll even go grab one here just to prove it. I've got this monstrosity of a metal D20 from Skull Splitter. So people were saying that when they rolled metal dice down this, because, they specifically bought it for metal dice. That's why people like fabric lining. That this would just fall in and, knock everything flat. I have not had that happen. I know there's not a good way for me to, show you, but, I throw it in there and, everything's still connected. So maybe earlier ones came with bad magnets. Hey, magnets are temperamental. Things can happen to them and they'll get screwed up in, transport. So there's always a risk of something like that when you buy something shipped. Happens. My 2 cents, my time with this thing, freaking good little set. So definitely worth checking out if you are in the market for such thing. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. Links will be in the description, and I will see you next time.